Hello everyone and welcome again to Day Trader S&P 500. It is still November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report and the YouTube channel. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. I just got done uploading the part one, if you will, of today, and I just published part two. Want to show you guys that real quick here. Don't want to forget the Thanksgiving thanks special, if you will. Special offer to YouTube, and my thank you to you guys for subscribing to the channel. And the offer is here under register. There's the order here, register. It takes you to our page. There's all of our subscription services. Most popular is the monthly, although people are going to all these auto trades. But anyway, for this, fill out your information there. Monthly subscription, you put in the discount code thanks and you hit apply. Watch it down here, it'll be applied and it'll go from $144 to $144 off. A special limited time offer to our YouTube subscribers. Alright, without further ado, let me get to the ES and right here. Didn't want to forget the hourly chart. Okay, let me make that all one screen. Alright, from the all-time high, we have a 1 down and a 2 up, and a 1 down and a 2 up. We don't have 4 degrees of trend anymore. 2 of them were broken, but we still have 2 degrees of trend. It may look messy, but we have a leading diagonal for wave 4 here. I think I can put that in for you guys here. Let me get to the pattern. These come up way too small, but I'm gonna put them in there anyway. We've got a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There's the overlap with 4 and a 5. Okay, so let me make them red or something so it's easier to see for you guys. Let's do it here. I could just manually type them in, it would be better, and that's what I usually do. Okay, so that is wave 1. Leading diagonal is way more common and works way more often than that diagonal triangle, or inverse triangle, whatever you want to call it, where A, B, and C, where B is higher than A and C is lower than the low of A. Okay, so anyway, there's the 5 waves. Okay, so we've got a 1 down, 2 up at 1 degree of trend. We have a 1 down and 2 up at a 2nd degree of trend. No more 4 degrees of trend. Those were wiped out with this move right here. Okay, so this second wave at this degree of trend was a 786 plus retracement, and so is this one. Where is this 2 wrong? When it goes above 6900.50. Okay, because 2 cannot retrace more than 100% of 1. Same here. Where is this 2 wrong? When it goes above the all-time high, because this 2 cannot retrace 100% of this 1. So that's where we are. We're sitting at 2 degrees of trend, which is pretty significant. Okay, and that leading diagonal is, it happens quite often in first and fifth waves. Leading diagonal in first wave, ending diagonal in fifth wave. That's the only time that a fourth wave can violate the price territory of 1. As you can see, this 4 is above this 1. Okay, so we know where it's wrong, we know where it's right. When it gets below this 62, 65, 25 low, which is over 300 points away. I want to show you guys that report real quick, as I think we got that here handy. There is a market close part 2. Okay, there's all that stuff there. We don't need to go over all that anymore. There's the second wave make or breaks. Okay, wave 3 of 4 degrees of trend was reduced to wave 3 at 2 degrees of trend. Bearish count is still alive as long as these second wave highs hold. Okay, again, that high 6900 has to hold. If not, then that 2 is broken, and that high at 6953.75 has to hold. Otherwise, that 2 is broken, and obviously at that point we're looking at higher all-time highs. I don't know if there's anything more important in here. Again, that 12-2 date, if this thing keeps going, alternating highs and lows, that could be the high of this move, and we'll see if it breaks above 6,900, it's only about 55 points away right now. So we'll see if this thing turns around, or it makes a 10 and 11 and then turns around. From the previous video that we talked about, this is 9 waves up. Okay, so I think that's about it. I wanted to give you guys that quick update because we wanted to touch base with this hourly chart going back to the all-time high, so you guys know the operating wave count. Okay, it is a leading diagonal for wave 1 where 4 overlaps wave 1 at the smaller degree of trend. I don't think I have it spelled out there, but it's, yeah, there it is there in red. Let me just put those in for permanent sake. These are much bigger. We make a 1 there, clone that guy, that way we have it in there. That'll be a 2. Okay, clone that guy. That'll be a 3 down here. And then clone that 2 and make it a 4. That'll be a 4 over there. I'll clean all that up later. And we'll get the 5 down here. Okay. That should go there, but it'll get in the way. Alright, I'll clean all that up later, but there's the trigger for wave 3 of 3 at 2 degrees of trend, which is pretty significant. Like I said, 4 is like, no way. Okay, that's the update again. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys take advantage of that special offer and limited time. And happy Thanksgiving again. Take care, everyone.